Next is how do I add this? No, not the custom CSS. Reload my settings. Name, this is tab. And new widget. This is add. Yes, I know. Sign for YouTube URL. Navigate to YouTube Studio. In the live dashboard, look for the chat panel. Okay. So first, I need to go to. How do I get to YouTube Studio? Oh, this is already YouTube Studio. Okay, and then where is the chat panel? Where's the chat panel? What? At professor, yeah. Okay, navigate to YouTube Studio, start a live stream, and in the live dashboard, look for the chat panel. So first, I need to go to the live dashboard. Live, then there we go. And stream. Where's the chat dashboard? I need to go to the live itself first, I think. Because I need to go live first before I can go to dashboard. Okay, sure. What's next? Click the three dots and select pop-up chat and copy the URL. Okay. So pop-up chat, then the URL. See, copy that, and there we go. YouTube chat. Please check the URL and try again. But it's correct. Could not load the requested page. Why? Something's. No. Hold on. Now this one's ain't working. Yep. New widget. Already be correct, right? YouTube chat. Okay. Fail to navigate the custom chat URL. Please check the URL and try again. But these are correct. Yes. Yeah, the chat seems to be working. Yeah, the chat is working. What's wrong with the chat side though? Maybe I need to open Twitch first. Stream. There we go. Audio bitrate is lower than recommended. What? Things are not working right. Restore chat. Let me try again. Pop out. Read the chat. And then new widget. Custom URL. YouTube. Okay. That's weird. Okay, let's try method number 2. Okay, method number 2 is open YouTube channel, start live stream upper chat window, directly embedding, open result performance. But that's what I did. The only solution provided here is to copy paste the YouTube URL. And well, that's weird. Maybe I need to try a different method. No, but if I do this, it will not show as a, yeah, I cannot directly read it. Is turn into a difficult situation. Again, new widget, custom URL. Yep, that is exactly what it is. Display name, YouTube. Let's see. Guess I'll have to find out what's going on. Well, we'll do it live. Transparent Twitch chat and YouTube URL error. Source article, blah blah blah. If I add YouTube, no, okay. Oh boy. Okay. There was an issue similar to mine from a year ago, and it went unanswered. And pretty much the solution is to use another party like Streamlabs, for example, and get the pop-up chat from there. But it appears that adding from YouTube directly is problematic. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. This is not good. Yes, something is definitely not right with YouTube. Open your YouTube channel, open the chat window. Directly embedding the main YouTube page within OBS often results in poor performance. And I see, I get it. I guess I'll close the one here. Still no solution for the YouTube one. I'm gonna close that and try again. Okay, so the step by step again. Go to YouTube, go to your chat, pop out the chat, and then copy paste that to the custom URL. No, it's not connecting. If like, let's say I go to a new tab on Firefox, paste that URL, it works fine, but not for transparent Twitch. Well, maybe that's why the name of the program is transparent Twitch chat. Maybe because it's a transparent Twitch chat, it's not showing. Not good. Not good. Hmm. Let me check the setting again. Connections. It's already connected to Twitch. Maybe I need a different application for YouTube. Transparent Twitch chat. Let's see. Let me go to the GitHub real quick and see if there's any solution for that. Well, we know that it works for Twitch. Download the installer, blah blah. How to add YouTube chat to transparent to chat overlay. YouTube chat overlay. Nah, this one is advertising a different program, not what I'm looking for. Well, it seems that we have no choice but to go old school for the YouTube version. And what do I mean by YouTube version? Well, hold on. First, we minimize that. Then show the Twitch chat. The Twitch chat is working normally. At the very least, that's the saving grace for this. Next, for YouTube, let's see. Let's pop out this one. We go. How small should it is? Small enough. Yep. Close the stream itself, so I'm not taking too much of the thingy. And then next is to add another widget. Go to streamer overlay first. While doing that, I guess I'll add the game. Okay, browser extra, show that. Then open this one. Yep. Okay, there we go. Then close that. Hmm. Oops. No, that's not what I want to do. Okay, I guess I'll add a new group. Let's call this chatbox group. Chatbot group, and then rename this to Twitch. And then rename this one to YouTube. And to the same group. Move this a bit more up there, and this one down here. Still kind of blocking. That's fine. It means I need to resize this one to be smaller. But if it works, it works. Does it work now? Okay, that should be all set up, I think. And next is to... Wait, why is Twitch not live? And start. Come on, buddy. Okay, Twitch is now connected. YouTube is also connected. Close that application, close that, close that. Mute. Next is to check it through my phone. Need to make sure that everything's connected right. Yay, doing live troubleshooting. Okay. Next, the music. Man, listening to my own voice, it appears that my voice is definitely very nicely. Okay, YouTube stream is safe now. YouTube stream is safe. Next is Twitch. Is it fine? Okay, it's safe. Okay, we're good. Now a final check would be the YouTube stream chat. Alright, hopefully the chat is showing up properly. Test again. And the delay is 4, 5, 6, 7, or maybe, oh, no, working fine. Yeah, the YouTube chat is pretty delayed, unfortunately. Ooh, no, what's the size like that? Smaller, please. And then let me resize this real quick. Maybe too small. Nah, that one is, yeah, too much. Still really need to find a way, but this should work for now. For now. Yeah, but I need to find a different solution later. Well, it works now, so I think it's a win. Yeah, for now it's a win. I'll take that. Still a bit unfortunate that I cannot check the YouTube chat live properly, because I'm still working on that. Okay, now for my phone, can I just check the YouTube chat? Yeah, I can. Then, oh, hello VR8089. Hello. You thought I died? Well, kinda, in a way. I just recently started streaming again because I want to, feel bored, want to talk with people again. Streaming is a good option for that. So, here I am. And also, again, no need to worry about the YouTube chat on screen. It is still a bit bugged. I'm still trying things out, hoping that it works properly. So yeah, finally, can start the stream now. I've been mostly streaming on Twitch, playing this game mostly. This game has been taking a lot of my time and been pretty fun. And for tonight, my objective for tonight is to conquer level 5 Showtime event. Man, it has been quite challenging so far. And how am I? Doing pretty okay. Nothing too special, nothing too bad, but at the very least I'm I'm feeling quite fine. Well, with the exception of a sore throat that has been going on for 2 weeks. But I have gone to doctor. It is getting better. I have got my my medicine, so it's still good. Am I still streaming on Twitch? Yep. Returned just recently, probably like 2 weeks. Yeah, I returned like 2 weeks ago. So if you like to, you can also check out stream, because right now the reason why I am online on YouTube is to try out the multi-streaming system. So I'm currently live in both Twitch and YouTube. So if you want to, you can also try over there on Twitch, especially for the chat, because I can only get the chat system, at least the chat pop out, to work on Twitch. But for some reason for YouTube it is not working. That's why it's just I'm just MacGyvering it right now regarding the YouTube chat. It is showing up as a not showing up properly. I'm just taking it directly from the pop-up chat, so it does not look very good. But it's working, so I'll take that as a W. And do I still have the Discord server? Yep, it is still online, although not exactly super active or anything. Ooh, that's a rare. I should have used a parfait for this one. Could have gotten a lot of points. How much point do we get from this? Not a lot. Yeah, I should have used parfait on that one. So yeah, Discord is still running. You can post things here and there. Although, like just again, not as active. It's still there. It's just there, existing. If things are picking up again, I'll probably consider, readjusting the Discord stuffs again. Most important part right now is everything's running fine, right? Yeah, should be. OBS, yep. Okay. Yeah, he kind of left the server after a long time dead silence. Apologies about that. Because, last time, right? Around the time when I stopped streaming 3 years ago, that I was looking for work. I was looking for work, found myself some work to do, and then after that, I got too immersed on my work, on my job. I kind of forgotten about the streaming side of things. I have also not touched Discord since then, so it stayed there inactive. And when I checked it recently, I was pretty surprised that a lot of my viewers were still on Discord posting stuff, and in a way, I'm feeling kind of guilty about that. While not intentionally, I still ignored them for so long. So, well, I hope that I can find a way to make up to them about that. And like for you, for example, VR80809, I'll just call you VR. Yep. Apologies if I left. Yeah, I don't have much to say. I can only say it's my deepest apologies. Let me know what I can do to make it up to you. Okay, nothing new in the club, so I think I'll just do all the team trials and then start the career. Well, on that note, I hope you're doing well, VR. How's life been treating you? Like 3 years. It's been 3 years. Damn, 3 years. Oh, my Discord is not even running. Hold on. I hope turning on Discord is not too heavy on my computer. Not exactly top of the line, so yeah. I'll make do. You've also unfollowed the Twitch channel. Tend to do that channels you can't watch or get any updates on. Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, it's just how things is. If it's not exactly not active anymore, there's nothing else to get out of, then yeah, it's best to not follow it. Like, let's say newspaper, for example, you read it every morning, but then one day they have stopped production, so what's the use of being subscribed to that newspaper. So you stop the subscription because the newspaper is no longer publishing anything, which is natural. But of course, if you like to do so, you can drop a follow again, and hopefully this time, fingers crossed, although no promise, I'll try to stream as long as possible. Thankfully, keep subscription to my YouTube channel as a memory, if nothing else. Yeah, and I suppose in a way, I'm very thankful on that with you, because well, even though it's just for memory, just nostalgia, it's still very good to know that there's someone out there care about you, even though if it's only a speck of memory in their long life. After all, nothing says more about how you care about someone than having them in your memory, even if it's just a second. Right, that is all for the show. Oh, I forgot to end the sale. And then, listening to my own voice is really nicely. Still wondering how I can fix on that. Is it the mic or is it me? I'll never know. Probably me. Yeah, it's definitely me. It's definitely my own voice. I think I also had this same problem from 3 years ago. Yeah, now that I talk about it, I now definitely remember how 3 years ago I mentioned a lot that when I listen to my own voice, I can hear how nicely the phone is. Also, call you Links? Wait, Links on Linux? Links. Yeah. Although this isn't your YouTube online personal account, but you don't care. It's fine. The most important part is, hi Links, it's nice to see you again. I hope that you're enjoying your time here, and as per usual, I don't mind if if you need to do something else, there's another priority, because the most important part is that you have your own life, and if you choose to be here, I am very thankful, and let's chat about a lot of stuff, right? Speaking of chatting, I wonder if you are familiar with this game. That's a capital I. Oh, I see. So it's Enix. Enix? Enix? Well, NYX, Nix, is usually pronounced that way, while I, depending on the accent, some people either pronounce it Enix or Enix, so yeah. Onyx, Enix, but with an I. That's the part I'm not sure about. Perhaps you can enlighten me on that. Because again, I'm out of RP. Because again, depending on the region, depending on the on the pronunciation and stuff, people may pronounce it as either Enix or Enix. Enix? Enix. Okay, I'll go with Enix then. Alright, the first pronunciation, Enix. Okay. So, back to my question, if you are fine with answering, are you familiar with this game? Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Definitely a game that has been robbing a lot of people's time right now. And it has even won the Mobile Game Awards like, how many days ago is that? A week ago? Was it a week ago or 2 weeks ago? Probably like a week ago. And right now, it is a Showtime Kiseki event, which is pretty much running a career with increased difficulty, with a level progression from level 1 to level 5. Now, the issue with this level 5 is that, well, it is difficult. It is much more difficult, increased difficulty, etc., etc. But the most important part of that difficulty is there is no retry. So that is the big issue. Yeah, that's weird. Hold on, it's not updating. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the YouTube side of things. So this is technically a test stream for the YouTube stream. I'll probably try to figure out the chat stuff tomorrow. But right now, yeah, today is the testing stuff. Hmm. Yeah, that is weird. The pop-out chat is not updating. Let me close that and then pop out the chat again. Go back to that. Ooh, nope, he's showing all the unnecessary stuff. Hold on. And then let me move that. No, not that. Where's it? There we go. I have to stop. Yeah. Window title must match. And okay. And now the window is too big. Resize. Yeah. As mentioned, as I said before, for the YouTube chat, I'm just trying to MacGyver it right now. How to put it? Basically using the pop-out YouTube pop-out chat and just show that one. It would be much better if I can use the transparent Twitch chat integration like the one I'm using for Twitch chat right now, which is working fine. But for YouTube, for some reason, it's not connecting. And yep. And what's my new job? English teacher. Yep. Don't worry, I'm fine with sharing that. Thank you for asking. It's true that previously, after 3 years ago, around the time I stopped streaming, I got a job as an English teacher. I did that for 3 years, basically. And recently, I'm a bit confused of my timeline. Hold on. Before I started streaming, I was working as an English teacher. And then I resigned. Reason is, let's just say that school got a very harsh review and a lot of other unsavory comments, which was deserved, I guess. And I resigned. After that, while I was looking for work again, I started streaming. And then I found myself another job as an English teacher. Yeah, that's right. Around 3 years ago, I got a job again, English teacher again, and I stopped streaming. And then from there, I worked as an English teacher, 2 years plus. After that, I resigned, although that one, the second one, I resigned not due to any, let's just say negative reason or anything, negative stuff, but more about, hold on, having music in my head is making it hard for me. In my second job, my dad asked me to start my own business, that kind of thing. And I thought, why not? I'll give it a try. But it turns out, let's just say, I am not very good when it comes to starting my own business. So, I guess there's also a reason I start streaming again, because right now I'm also looking for work, but I am approaching this job searching a little bit differently, because a reason why I decided, okay, I'll accept my dad's proposition to start my own business is due to, let's just say, some family reason that I cannot really share. But because of that, I cannot have my full-time job. I have to try to start my own thing. It's not working. So right now I'm looking for work again, but I'm trying to find something more flexible, something more remote, so that I can still do what I need to do at home. I see, makes sense why I start streaming now, though no absence would have been nice. Yeah, that's the part I regret. Is I did try to give a little note how I started working again, so the stream schedule would be, inconsistent, that kind of thing. But I did not mention about how I stopped streaming, so that part's definitely on me. I only mentioned that it would be inconsistent, but I did not mention that I would stop. If I could turn back time 3 years ago, I would have wished that the past me would at least drop an announcement, a note, or a post or something that mentioned, my apologies, or I'm sorry, work started to pick up, so I have to stop streaming because I'm running out of free time to stream or something like that. So yeah, you're right. You're right to call me out on that. Oh man, really need to work more on this. Which is why, for this one, um, this streaming that I'm starting up again, I have mentioned multiple times that I will not be very consistent in this because I am treating this stream more like a hangout. You know, there's not as much as, how do I put it? What's the best way to say it, really? Put my foot into it? No, that's not the right term. Let's just say this is not exactly a very serious commitment into the streaming, but more of a hobby. I think that's the best way to put it, really. This time I'm streaming not as a commitment, but more as a hobby. I'm doing it if I feel like streaming, if I want to, look for people to chat with while I play games. So be prepared if I am to stop one day and then probably 1 week, 1 month before I start streaming again. So that's your note for this stream. Yeah, being a teacher can be pretty harsh. You had to help a friend of mine that's also a teacher that wasn't sure what to do anymore. Especially with how AI is on the rise these days, and a lot of my students in my second teaching job use AI in their studies. I mean, understandably, I'll play a little bit of the devil's advocate here. Understandably, AI can help a lot to assist in both teaching and learning. I'm not gonna lie, I also use some AI when I was teaching, but more as an assistant. You know, it is definitely not the right way to use it if I'm, let's say, okay, ChatGPT, give me a lesson plan for this material. That would be not the right approach to use AI. I'm more on the side of, okay, ChatGPT, I have made this lesson plan on this lesson, blah blah blah. What do you think I can add to maybe increase the engagement between this material and my student? And then from there, ChatGPT can let me, oh, maybe you can try this game, And then I implement that into my lesson plan. That's what I use. That's why I use AI for in my teaching. Of course, that's the same mindset I try to apply to my students. I can only hope that they try to apply that, where I understand you can use AI to assist you in doing your homework, but perhaps you can try to do it yourself first and then consult with the AI about how you're approaching it is correct or wrong. That's the best way to use it. But unfortunately, most of my students let's just say, they use their AI like they use a private tutor to do their homework for them, instead of asking the private tutor to assist them in doing their homework. I mean, you get the idea? Yeah, actually, your teacher not anymore. Don't worry, all your friends that are streaming only doing it to hang out, play game. Not care about getting big in streaming. That's the approach I'm doing for this stream. If there are people to talk with, cool, that's nice. I'm not exactly gaming alone, so it's not as depressing. But yeah, more people to chat with, that's good. Though mostly it's due to how, as we grow, as we get older, the friends that we usually play with, that we usually hang out with, don't really have the time to do so anymore. Like, let's say, for example, right now I have a friend group that the last time we hang out is probably nearly a year ago. I've been trying to chat with them, try to schedule, okay, how about we hang out here? How about we hang out there? This and that. But most of the time we don't have the schedule, the free time that coincide with each other. And from there we cannot hang out. And not only that, we have the chat group is also starting to get emptier and emptier, and yeah. So yeah, I need new friends. It's not that I don't like my friends, don't get me wrong, but it's more of a due to a falling schedule, we are not able to find time to hang out together. And that is sad. You don't know if your friend students using AI about talking with them, you told them directly what's wrong and you did right. Hold on, damn it. Oh, I hate the layout. Hold on. What is wrong with this emote button on the bottom right here? It's blocking the chat. Okay, let me try to reread it. I don't know if you don't know if your friend's students were using AI, but after talking with them, you told them directly what he did right and what he had no control over. Yeah. Same. I would also took that approach where at some point I was like, okay, I understand is irreplaceable, so I try to talk with my students. Okay, here's what we can do, here's what we should not do. Let's try to meet midway, let's try to conform to each other for the interest of your learning. Because after all, at the end of the day, whether my students use AI or not, the only one being affected would be their own understanding of the subject, right? Because after all, me as a teacher, I'm giving them tasks, I'm providing with the lesson, teaching them about the materials. I try my best. I still get my paycheck. I still did my duty, and now the rest is up to the student. Do they choose to try to understand it or let the AI do it for them? If they choose the latter, then I'm afraid there's nothing else I can do. It wasn't doing its best, you'll admit it don't think it was doing anything bad. Student frankly didn't care about subject. Yeah, I can see that. Sometimes it do be like that. I still remember I had one student who, let's just say, their English is not too bad. I would say it's acceptable, probably around B1, B2 level, right? They understand the subject pretty well. They can do the task, the exam, the quiz, whatever, pretty fine. But I could see that there are still parts they could work with, especially on the formal side of the English language that might be important should they move to universities. But it seems that they feel like, I already understand English pretty well. I don't need to understand the formal side, the professional side, the grammar, whatever. If I can use it, that is okay enough. And because of that, they did not really take the lesson seriously. At one point, they even whip out like a figurine or toy and play with it in the middle of class. So I had to reprimand them about that. It got a little bit confrontational, but well, it went pretty well. The only downside is that, yeah, let's just say they did not approach the subject seriously until the end of the year. And I could only hope that at the very least, he got the basics well, so he can, work out the rest on their own, So yeah, it's definitely gonna be hard to be perfect. But the best we can do is to try our best. Okay, like our Bakshin for now. She is doing pretty well regarding her speed, but her stamina definitely lacking a lot. Same with the power. Let's do stamina. Why not? We need it. So yeah, student engagement is definitely a problem. Like, let's say another example would be, let me try to remember. Not the science study for sure, because my colleagues who are teaching science lessons, like let's say biology, chemistry, math also, for example, despite the lessons being quite, how do I put it, not everyone's cup of tea. Oh, sorry, I knocked my table. Not everyone's cup of tea. The engagement between lesson and students are still pretty high. Because one, of course, it's let's just say they are doing very well in how they approach their students to increase their engagement. So they are asking questions, trying their best in exams, in quiz and such. But also due to how in my country the perception of science studies is much better and stronger compared to social studies. So even though if the lesson itself is a, let's just say, not very exciting, the students are still more inclined to do their best so that they can, they can perform better for their own future. But social studies, on the other hand, my colleagues have professed some difficulties in engaging the students due to, well, one, as I mentioned, science studies are much more well looked upon compared to social studies. So students' interest in the first place is not as high. Second, well, they try their best to engage with the students, but there's just so much to do with social studies. Like histories, for example, they try to, let's say, to make it into storytelling, or maybe like what did they do again? Storytellings using like skits, historical skits, for example, things like that. Something that's more engaging than just reciting the history word by word. But still, engagement is not very high, just because, as I mentioned, social study is not as positively looked upon by students compared to science studies. Only 2 students expressed interest in taking final exam and they passed. Think you're doing job well, not this. Yep, sometimes it do be like that. And the students were interested. Yeah. It's I can definitely relate to that. I suppose another thing similar to me would be like in English, let me try to remember. So, okay, IELTS exam. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with it, IELTS, which is an exam that a lot of non-speaking country use, students from non-speaking country use to apply to, let's say, foreign universities. Like, for example, they are trying to study in America, Australia, Britain, or other English-speaking countries. And IELTS is an exam that they use to, okay, here's my English level. It is good enough to study in your university, that kind of thing. Now, of course, due to the importance, a lot of my students are showing interest to the IELTS lesson. Though, understandably, most of them are only interested to the level where, okay, I need it to be good enough to pass the test, in which most of the passing grade for IELTS, most universities mark it as, let's say, for Eastern countries is usually 5, Western country put it as 6 or 7. So most of my students put 6.5 as their target. And so that's what happens mostly. How, let's say, after certain tests, they feel like, oh, my grade have reached around 6 or 7, and after that, they lost interest. But for the students that are actually interested, they have mentioned to me how their IELTS exam have reached like 7.5 or 8. And I I am definitely very proud of them. I'm very proud of their dedication, of their focus and interest into the lessons. So, like Cambridge, not many of my students take Cambridge. Most of them take IELTS because that's the golden standard for my country when they try to study abroad. So yeah, not no, that's not exactly wrong. I would say probably test-wise, assessment-wise, IELTS is similar to Cambridge, but in my country, it is just not widely used. Like for me, for example, I have taken the Cambridge test, the CAE and FCE, and I am, well, low C2 level last time I test, which was 10 years ago. Oh, that has been a long time. But for my students, and especially for the country standard, we don't really use Cambridge, we use IELTS. They lost interest after 6 or 7? Yeah, most of the time that's the case. Most of the time it's like, okay, this we have an exam, we finish the exam, they look at their score. Oh, my score is equivalent to around band 6 or band 7 when converted to IELTS score. And after that, they kind of lost interest, thinking like, okay, I'm good enough. That should be good for me to pass the university, the IELTS requirement. And most of the time, yeah, they do. Because when I teach them the IELTS stuff, I purposefully make the test, like, let's say, one level more difficult than it's supposed to be. So understandably, a lot of them could pass their IELTS test with not much difficulties. While in a way I'm pretty proud, but on the other side, I'm a bit sad that they did not choose to pursue it a little bit deeper, you know? I mean, it's like, I know 6 or 7 is the passing grade, but why not aim for 8 or 9 even? So, yeah, I'm a bit sad on that. Damn, you hope they're at least more proficient in their other subjects? While I cannot really say to all of the students, I would say most of them are. Hold on, let me adjust my seat. Alright, good. Most of them are definitely proficient in the lessons that they have interest in. Let's say I have some students who managed to pass to no who managed to enter, like, I forgot which university, but definitely in Britain, in Aussie. I've also have a couple students who is currently studying, hold on, 1, 2, 3, probably now in their second year in a university in America. So yeah, they are definitely doing very, very well, and I can only hope that it is, is continued for them. Were they college or high school students? The last one I thought was high school, so now they should be in university. Although I can also teach like a primary, secondary, but the last job I had was teaching high school. Oops, wrong one. I need to go to fight the second one. There we go. University? Yeah. The one that I thought like 2 years ago should be in university right now. But yeah. I can only hope that they're still doing well. I wonder if any of them managed to get cum laude, because I have a couple students in mind that I think might be doing very well. But then again, sometimes reality and paper can be quite different. Okay, let's not think about it. Let's be positive. They did very well at school. I'm sure they're also gonna be doing very well right now in university. I need power. There we go. That's a friendship. Nice. Also, just to make sure, is the YouTube chat fine? Yep, should be fine. Okay. Ooh, that's a nice one in width. Thank you. Nice. Hmm. Ooh, speed or stamina? Your stamina definitely lacking a lot right now. Or maybe I should try to focus speed. Now, I can always focus on speed later. I need to focus on the friendship early. The bubble and the friendship for this game mode, the Uni Cup mode. Ooh, more. Ooh. No, let's rest. It's too risky to take any of them. That's a good one for Wit. With that. You'll see if you can find me on Twitch. Be back momentarily, hopefully on Twitch. Aye. I'll be waiting for you. I'll still be here maybe for the next hour. Because I have things to do in the morning. So, yeah, I'll probably still be online only until the next hour. Probably getting off in like 90 minutes or something. Okay, Spring Stakes. This one is not a mandatory race, but let's see if I can win this. Could be. Yep, still fine. Nice. Oh, and also if you are, or maybe you're switching application right now, but still, if you're still here, for Twitch side, there are some additional things that I've added since last time. A few changes, especially due to how Streamlabs broke on me. I cannot make it run anymore, so now I'm using OBS. So there's definitely a lot of different stuff compared to last time. Oh, hey there, Nix. Hey, welcome to Twitch. Good to see you here. And also, ooh, do I? Nah, let's take Guts here. And yeah, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Just to mention, if you were here before, the Twitch stream there has been a lot of differences, mostly because Streamlabs broke on me, so I have to use a different streaming system. Right now I'm using OBS, so what you are familiar with, there might be a lot of differences. If you want to know what it is, mainly it would be the commands. So you can exclamation mark commands for more detail. Some of the main ones that I would recommend you to try is all in the rules, but if I'm to mention, Torena, Mod Pack, and Songs. Those three are your starter pack. Torena would give you the details on my Umamusume account here. If you play the game and if you want to add me, I'll be happy, because more follows means more borrows. Yay! Or maybe if you want to know what mod pack I am playing right now for Minecraft, I'm playing the Uma New World, which is a Uma Musume related mod pack, and it has been very fun. Or songs, if you want to request songs. So yeah, you can also do that. And that reminds you, what you want to say? Let me check on Twitch real quick. Hold on, I need to open my Stream Manager. Stream Manager. There we go. And yeah, maybe just to mention, due to the addition of some bots, I have to change up stuff. Yeah, it seems that you're blocked by Nightbot regarding the Discord. Hi ho, sorry about the timeout, blah blah blah. Yeah, sorry about that. Let me add you to the regular so you can talk about Discord and stuff. Okay? Give me a second. Your account name is wolf_inix. New regular. wolf_inix. There we go. Alright, if you want to, you can try again. Try to mention Discord again if you want to. It should work now, I think. Yeah, it should work now. Do I want stamina width? Stamina width. Okay. Should work, right? Ooh, that's weird. It's still blacklisted. is weird. Yeah, I guess not. Sorry about that. Still need to tune the Nightbot. So yeah, that is one of the new changes for this. One of the new changes for the stream because I'm using OBS. The change from Moobot to Nightbot. If you want to chat about more, different stuff, you can try Discord on that. I'll try to be a bit more active over there. To reflect on that, I have also provided a new art to celebrate the holiday, a Simply Rudolph puddle, which you can also find on the stream screen here, bottom left. You can get it for yourself on Discord. It's in the art channel. But yeah, man, that is weird. Why is that? Actually, yeah. Let me do the race here. And while that happens, I will go to Nightbot and see what's going on. Regulars. Regulars are users that can be granted extra privilege. But then, how do I get that extra privilege? Chat moderation. Let's see. Blacklist word. There we go. Can I exempt regular from that? Discord string blue, blah blah blah. Exempt user levels. Regular. There we go. And there we go. Right, Enix, if you are fine with it, would you kindly try again? I have changed the settings so that it is up to regular. Discord, let me also change it to caps also. Yeah, let me edit the allowance level one by one. Man, I cannot do it all at once. Access emotes, regular. Is it still blocked? Change to regular. Yeah. The Discord stuff, yep. It is kinda dead. But you can still access it through the... What do I put it? Yeah, through my profile page, at least for now. Until I figure out what I can do with the Discord. The command for Discord will just show is dead. It's just to... Yeah, for now I mark it as that so that there's not a lot of Discord bots. Because right now, from what I have checked, the Twitch bots that are flooding the Twitch streams and such are mostly related to Discord. So yeah, that's why I have to keep it dead for the time being. But again, if anyone asks, I can let them know. Like you, for example, I can let you know on my profile it is still active, and yeah. Yeah, not a lot of posts. Hey there. One message hidden from likely spammer. What? Lily Arthur. Who is that? I wonder if there's a new one. But either way, there we go. Yep, it is so dead. There's still some people, but... Well, oh well. It's fine. As long as I have people to chat with, to converse with while playing games, that is the most important. I forgot to let the race run. But yeah, if you're not familiar with this game, this is what it is. It's a racing management game. And right now I'm training Bakshin. She's a sprinter, and the reason why I'm using her because she is a very newbie friendly character, where you can just train speed and only speed, and she will win all the race just fine. And the reason why I'm running her right now is that I am currently doing the Showtime event, which is basically increased difficulty in the career run for additional rewards at the end. And it has different level of difficulty from level 1 to level 5. The problem with level 5 difficulty is that there is no retries, so I have to make sure that I can run everything perfectly, which is why I'm using Bakshin. She is very easy to use, and well, hopefully we can win all that. Though it's not always the case. Like let's say yesterday I tried a level 5 run like what I'm doing right now, and unfortunately we fell short around the end. It seemed that it was mostly due to RNG because her stats is definitely good. You know, max out speed, decent amount of power, decent amount of width for positioning, some guts to help with the dueling at the end, but she still lost anyway, so that was kind of a heartbreak. Yeah. But yeah, but for now, we are trying again. We are challenging the level 5 again, and let's see if we can win this one. And also I need to check the OBS once in a while. I need to make sure that everything's going fine, because we are trying to double stream. I need to keep my head. Ooh, that's a good one for stamina. I need to increase the friendship for both King Halo and Pico Pegasus. Yeah. Right, nice. Now time for round 2 Unity Cup. Should be easy because we are using the 2111 tactic, or tactic 21 as I like. Oops, nope. Tactic 21 as I like to mention it, where in the first round we match against the second opponent, which are, let's say, medium difficulty, and then after that the difficulty for the opponent from round 2 and after would be easier, so we can just take the hard difficulty and breeze through them, and by doing that we can still receive the best amount of rewards and also team buff when we go into round 5, the final round. Oh no, I forgot to plan out my energy consumption for this summer camp. That's on me. So yeah, Enix, just a quick question if you don't mind answering. Do you also play this game? Because if yeah, what about it? I'd like to know what's your opinion on this game, you know? Because for me, it has been a very great game. Hold on, I need water. Reminder to stay hydrated, people. Ah, that's nice. Especially for my case, I've been having sore throat for the past two weeks. It has been getting better. I just gone to the doctor this morning. Even though everything looks fine, apparently there are still some redness in my throat. And so I still have like 4 batch of medicine I have to take for the next week. And probably go to the doctor again next Saturday for control. Yep. About it, but never paid much attention to it. You're looking through the art channel, by the way. Hi. Oh, and also on that note, Enix, if you would like to, maybe you can let me know if you have any requests on any art you want me to do. Because still the same as last time. I still have my, drawing as a side hobby. Though I'm not doing it like every day, but if there's like, oh, would you like to draw this or draw that? Sure, if I have the time, I will do that. Because most of the time, the reason why I'm not drawing is that I have no inspiration, no motivation, nothing interesting to draw. So if there's a request, I'll try to do it, Yeah, just let me know if you have any requests. I'll try to do it for my own interest. Yay. And for this game, yeah, it's a... let me try to... If you are familiar with, let's say, if you are from the 90s, Chow racing game from Sonic. If you are from the 2000s, Monster Rancher series in PS1. If you are from 2010, What game references are used for 2010s? Where basically you are training a character for a certain time period and enter them into competition and get reward from that competition. Yeah, I cannot think of any reference that fit 2010s. But for 90s, the Zhao Sonic racing game. For the 2000s, the Monster Rancher series from PlayStation or any other console that you use. 2010s. Yeah, I wonder what reference. Or maybe if you have any idea on management game where you raise certain character from the 2010s, let me know. It would be good to have more reference on what to talk about. Hold on. I need to close a spam message real quick. There we go. Right up. Ooh, the training has been pretty good so far. Speed. There we go. And then I need to rest next turn. Stream is still fine. Still fine. Okay. Right, I gotta rest now. Let's see if we can get to 800 before the end of the classic year. Because that's a good threshold to stop at. Yeah, I think we can. Nice. Oh, I think I need to finish this run real quick. I need the restroom. We got hot topic. Yeah, nice. That is going to be very helpful when we increase the friendship for Otonashi, yeah? Or maybe with Rico. Speed? Nah, let's do recreation. There's no good training to do. Karaoke, not a good one to have at that point, but I'll take that. Give me more stamina, please, thank you. That would be very, very helpful. Now, let's see. Ooh, more stamina, sure. There's a lot of bubbles. I don't need a medium corner. Actually, you know what? I have to go to the restroom now. Okay, let me start the race. Let me let the race run. And I'll go for Wii. No, not the console, but the number 1 kind. We have number 2, but this one is number 1. Watch the main race. And hold on. Race. Hello, Chocolate. Been a while. How you doing? You gonna tweak out? Let me know why. I'll read later because right now I need to go for a wee. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Stay hydrated in the meantime. closer. Right, I'm back. How's Bakchin doing? Oh, okay. Alright. You won. Nice. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully you're fine. Phoenix, you finished looking through our chat. I got a post on drawing. Hi. Wait, did we lose? Did we lose? No, I thought we lose. I kinda skip it a little bit. Okay, 3 wins. That's good. Alright, this should help us to get the the bonus stats at the end. Yeah, you got a post on drawing? Hi. It would be great to, you know, have more stuff. Because for the art part, especially, I'm definitely losing, how do I put it? Losing the motivation to draw right now. So if there's nothing to draw, I'm not drawing. Okay, more energy, please. Really need that. Now we train because the next turn would be the raffle event. And then we should be able to get more energy from that, hopefully. Oh yeah, speaking of the raffle event, our previous run we had a hot spring ticket, but we lost at the semi-final. That was harsh, man. It was terrible. The level 5 challenge is definitely unforgiving. Oh, and also another thing I want to try. I searched around online and a lot of users recommend that if you have a decent amount of sparks, you can try going for 2 speed and 4 width. Because, how do I put it? By using 2 width and 4 width, you can generate a lot of energy just fine. Like this one, for example. We are nearly full again and still do other training in peace. I'll go with. Seems like you got quite a few to post, spread them out and only send one per week. You're sure? Just make sure, you know, not to spend too much at once. Let's just say common sense rule applies, you know. If you want to share, that's fine. I'll be happy if you do that. But of course, if you simply send, like, let's say 100 images in one day, I'm afraid I'll have to remove you from the Discord if that is the case. But of course, you will not do that, right? You'll keep best for last? Yeah. It's nice, man. I'm pretty excited to see how's your art gonna be. Okay, Takatsu no Miya Kinen. Okay, how to pronounce Takatsu no Miya. Takamatsu no Miya, not Takatsu Miya. Okay, nice. You say you'll do one per week, what the hell? Well, I was just giving an example, man. Yeah, you know, just exaggerating the scenario. So that, let's say for example, we have other user who put like 100 image in a week, then of course I'll have, not a week, 100 image at one in a day. Of course I'll have to remove that user. But in your case, don't worry, it's fine, once per week. If you want to post like once per day, that's also fine. But in the end, it is up to you. How much you would like to share. Because that's the most important part that people usually forget, you know? Like, how much are you willing to share yourself? Ooh, gold inspiration. Can we get pink on turf? Can we get spark for turf? Your heart. That might be useful. I mean, extra stamina recovery is always good, but for sprinters, not really. But that's unfortunate. I think I'll take stamina here, why not? I do really need to increase the other stats. I think I need to stop using it in stamina. I'd love to have that problem. If you're able to draw 100 drawings per day, that'll be heavenly. Well, I suppose. Ooh, charming! A bit late, but I'll take that, Bakchin. But yeah, being able to draw 100... 100 a day would be one damn superpower to have, man. I would also love to have that superpower. But you know, I think hold on. Wait, this is the damn case of monkey paw. Oh no. I bet, right? I bet someone in the past, probably an artist or whatever, right? They might have wished, man, I wish I am able to draw 100 pictures in a day. And then the monkey paws curls, and they say, granted, but all the image would be AI generated. Is that what's happening right now? Someone wished to be able to draw 100 picture in a day, and suddenly AI, everyone can make 100 image in a day. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. I suppose this is the reality we are living in right now. Ooh, there's a good one for speed. But I don't need that right now. You have decent standard for your drawings, take you a lot to do one, haven't done one in a while. Yeah, same. Like that one, the Padoru Rudolph, for example, that I post recently, like yesterday or 2 days ago, it took me like 2 hours. You know, it's a pretty simple drawing, yet it took me like 2 hours. I'm definitely rusty. So yeah, if you have any requests you want to make, let me know. I would be very, very grateful if you have any requests. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I think I want to add a comment to that. Let people know. Hey, do you have any drawing requests for me? Let me know. I will try, but no promise. I think I'm gonna do that. Let me add commission art quest. Let me put it as art quest. DM me on Twitch or Discord if you have any drawing requests. I'd like to get back to my drawing hobby again, but I like the inspiration and motivation. There is no guarantee I would do the art, but if I do and I am done with it, I will let you know. We have to change the wording a bit. You hope I'm right about the monkey paws theory, because that means magic exists. Honestly, I'm kind of 50-50 on that. Because, one, it would be great if it exists, but at the same time, it seems to be a bit too much reality breaking for me to be comfortable with. You know? Because what if someone use it for terrible stuff, you know? But yeah, gotta go find your drawings. Aye. See you in a bit, I guess. Just let me know when you're back. Now I need to change the wording. If there is any request that interests me, I will note it down. There's no guarantee I'll do the art, but if I do and I'm done with it, I will let you know. And create. Okay, there we go. And then I'll add it to the title. No, not friend request. Not that. Ah, string info. Let me add art request to the title. And done. Maybe the rule? I can also add that to the rule part. Actually, let me run this first. It's not good to leave this one for too long. Okay, what should I get here? Brain straight away, definitely good. I don't have any aptitude on running style, so I can just grab the front runners. This one, okay, grab that, grab that. The stamina recovery, good. Runner savvy, that's also good. Yeah, that's very good for me. Okay. It should help to guarantee the wins. And few results. Oh wait, I shouldn't have few results, I should have put it on race so that it can run in the background while I do other stuff. What if? Let's do it in the next one. Ooh, S-Class in speed, nice. Can you get the S-Class upgrade now, Tazuna? Please? Ah, not yet. It's fine. It's still round 4. Okay, let's do the race, and then I'll look into the rules. Update that. Okay, there we go. Now let's see. Rules. No, not that. Moderation stream. There we go. And then go to permission chat rules. Add another rule. I'll put that here. Blah 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 blah. Recommended map. And arena attack songs and artifacts. Big changes. Okay, good. Now we'll go back to the stream manager. Okay, out the front Safi. Okay, good. Bashin is leading the pack very, very nicely. Turn John with the sprint straightaways. Ooh, that's a good debuff from Biko. Not Biko. Yeah, Biko, right? Biko. Wait, is Biko late surger? Nice, it's fine. What you giving spot struggle for, Bakshin? You're leading so far ahead. The only opponent is Gurren-chan. Should be fine. The front corners. Wait, is Gurren-chan gonna be? Wait, is Gurren-chan winning? Chico's measure, wait and see. Yeah, it seems that Biko is a late surger. Ooh, Gurren-chan has overtaken Bakshin. Why are you dueling each other? You are on the same team. You're on the same team. You don't need to duel. Oh damn. Not enough speed at the end, huh? That's not good. Hold on, let's see Gurren-chan's stats. He's a C class. He's a C class all around. I see. It seems that Gurren-chan is winning regarding the God's stamina and power. Ooh, I really need to increase those then. Max out the speed and increase the other stats. Because that is an eye-opener. Again, this game mode we are running right now, level 5 showtime mode, we have no retries. If we lose a career run, a career race, that's it. We're done. We're done, sir. Oh no, this is bad. Please win. The start is definitely very good right now. Better than usual. Still a win would be great. Please. Okay, still a few more turns. Gotta make sure to maximize all the turns we have. Now time for summer camp. And to increase wheat right now. Yeah, wheat. Get my energy back to shape and also increasing the speed and width. More width? Okay. Sure, that looks nice. And this time, ooh, another good one for wit. It's already last turn though. Power. Ooh. Yeah, let's go with power. Our power is lacking a lot right now. I need to make sure to get the blue bubble to land in power. Yep. The energy recovery, please. Thank you. Centaur stakes and sprinter stakes. That wise Dakshin should be fine. You're gonna be fine. Right, Dakshin? Please tell me you'll be fine. Yep, she's fine. Hey, nice too. Next, sprinter stakes. Yeah, ba ba ba. Huh. It appears that I have a habit of holding my tongue on the roof of my mouth when I say anything with S. I think that's a reason why it's nicely. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Yabba dabba doo. Whatever. As long as my voice is audible, that is good enough. Wait! What? What? What happened? By the neck! That's RNG! That's the goddamn RNG! That's sprinter stakes! Oh man! Oh man! Oh. We lost by a neck. When that happened, the case is RNG. Oh, dude. That's unfortunate. Well, I can only hope that she can still serve as a good parent. Better grab picture sadly, I suppose. And what skill can I grab for her? Huge leap, I guess? Yeah. Man, this is bad. We lost it at sprinter stakes. Yeah, I think I have to focus on just maximizing speed as early as possible. I cannot min-max the speed stats like usual. And that's bad. Okay, one terrible run, but it's fine. Let's go for another run. Yeah, that's not a lot of gauge increase, unfortunately. Okay, next run. And then for some reason my mouth is... I think I need to grab something. I'll be right back real quick. I need to go grab something to drink. I have my vitamin C supplement in the fridge right now. So I think I'm go grab that. As mentioned, my throat's not doing pretty great, so that vitamin supplement is definitely what I need. I'll be right back again. Sorry. Right, I'm back. The vitamin supplement is really cold, so I think I'll let it warm up a little bit. Because drinking cold stuff is definitely not very good for my throat at the moment. Okay, I'm good. There you go, let's go back to the game and try again. Okay, second Bakshin run for the day. And this time we'll try the advice of 4 width and 2 speed. 4 width, 2 speed. Meaning we will be borrowing Finimo for this one. Okay, second try. Right, a good first training for the start. Now if I want to, a 3 hit corner depth, nice. Now if I want to maximize my energy recovery, I need to increase the friendship for the wit support card as soon as possible. I'm good on the explanation, thank you Tazuna. No bubble. Not a very good start. Oh no. Let's get the energy. F plus now. Another thing I'm considering right now is, in this game, the right side of the screen is not exactly important per se. So I've been thinking of just blacking out the right side and put the chat there, or maybe move the game to the right side in the screen editing and put everything left. Still not entirely sure. Alright, Bakshin, let's do this. With our coach. I wonder if I should just open the can and let it. Nah, the fizziness gonna disappear if I do that. Welcome back, Phoenix. Right, it appears that you have missed something very devastating. Because right now we are doing a new run. Why? Because in the previous run we lost due to RNG. We lost just by a neck, you know? And usually losing by a neck is due to RNG. Mostly that's the case. Our stats is already pretty good, but we lost. And losing in the level 5 difficulty means there's no retry. So yeah, that was bad. So now hopefully in this run it will be better. Ooh, wait. You'll post one drawing today? Ooh, I'm curious what you'll be posting. I'll keep an eye on Discord when you post. Nice too. Ooh, with again, sure, I'll take that. I can only hope our speed is enough for debut race. Actually, just post one every time I stream, that way you can get live reaction and feedback. Sure. I won't mind. So, and also regarding the stream part, let me know if you're like, hey, this one is fine to show on stream, this one you don't want to show on stream or anything like that. Up to you. But hold on, if you post it on Discord, everyone can see it on Discord anyway. Whatever. Yeah, everyone can see it on Discord anyway. Okay, debut race. I can show it, you don't mind? Alright, sure. That way if I show it, I can like use my mouse. Oh, this part, I like this part. Oh, this part, I like this part. Oh, I love how you approach this part of drawing and so on. So yeah, if I can show the drawing, it's easier for me to to let you know what I'm talking about, you know. it's like between watching a watching a video and listening to a podcast. So sometimes when you're listening to a podcast, they are talking about something, they show the graph, but because it is a podcast, I cannot see what they are referring to. So it can be a bit let's just say annoying sometimes. But at the same time, I understand it is a podcast. You cannot really see anything, but would you kindly at least, explain it properly for the listeners? Same case with the video kind of thing. If you want to show it in a video, would you kindly show the thing so we, the watcher, can look at it or something? So yeah, which is why I'm talking about how if you want to share it on stream and would like my feedback, it would be preferable if I can show it on stream. Okay, let's go with power. Power's still lacking. Not to mention the friendship. Why are you getting the Professor Coverture this early? Nice, 3 hints. That is good. Also stamina, that is good, we need that. Also need to plan out the... Ooh, hold on. Did we just get a lot of hints for... Holy hell! Nice! A lot of hints for Professor Coverture. We can take this early. Okay, this is very nice. Woohoo, things are going well right now. But, okay, hold on. Pace yourself, calm yourself, darling. You know how things goes. If things are going well, usually it will end up terribly. So let's not get our hopes high too soon, okay? Oh. Right, let's take a rest here. My speed definitely need more. They are meant to get progressively better, at least one another. Oh, I see. So you're posting like the earliest that you have, and of course I can give my input, my feedback on it, but it might be something you have also fixed in your next art. So I will check your art with that in mind. Is that what you mean? Guts. There we go. Nice. So, wait, one more turn before Kyoha Junior stakes. I'll definitely need more speed. Can the bubble land on speed, please? Oh, only one. Wait. Yeah, sure. Wit will grant us a lot of speed anyway. Also a lot of energy cooperation. Hold on, our energy is still full. Damn. Okay, let's grab the Professor Kumajo because that's a top tier skill. It's very good we can get this early. That should help to guarantee a lot of our wins. Please note that some of them are sketches that you have yet finished, like the one you're about to post. Aye aye. Just let me know what kind of drawing it is. It'll be much easier for me to know, oh, so this is what it's about. Like, you add a footnote, this is a sketch that I plan to finish later. That way I can understand, oh, so this is not the full things yet. Speaking of art, maybe I should go back. Maybe I should make another art stream next time. But again, I don't really have the inspiration right now. Maybe what if, like, if there's someone who happened to, provide a very great inspiration that sticks to me, I'll probably set up an art stream. Ooh, that's a good one for Pao. I really need that. Thank you kindly. Not to mention the energy called the friendship training. No, it's not friendship training. The friendship increase is definitely what I'm looking for. Now for classic year later, I need to plan out 2-mile race for, well, let's take speed. For the fan count, because I need to reach at least 60k to level up the unique skill. First round of Unity. Right, let's go with tactic 21. As per usual. That means for the first round, we'll take the second opponent, and then the first opponent on round 2 and after. There we go. Alright, easy win. Again. Okay, myself, don't get too happy too early. Things can happen. RNG is not your friend. Okay, nice save. That's a good one for speed or stamina. I'll take speed because there are 2 friendship we need to increase here. Okay, nice. Oh right, let me schedule the mild race real quick. Okay, there's one here in Okasho. And then the mile championship here in late November. Ooh, that's a really good one, but we are out of energy. Now, sleep deprived. Ooh, that's a good one for speed. Take that. Nice. Do we have the charming buff? I forgot. Thank you for the mood up. Fast learner. Ooh, that's nice. Actually, not. Or maybe? Hold on. Fast learner will grant us additional 10% discount to the skill, which is really good if we are doing an ace run. Basically building for like team trials or champion meetings, or basically building an actual runner. But right now, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing right now is to make sure that she survive for the level 5 Kiseki Showtime event. So, oh no. While yes, having the fast learner buff is good, its value is not good for us for this run. Oh no. Oh well. Since we have it now, we'll make do. Maybe this can help. Maybe this can help to pass through this level 5 difficulty. Hopefully. It's a supplement. Now it's cold now. Should I keep it in my hand? Yeah, I think I'll just hold on to it in my left hand. So that way, my body can help to warm up the can better than leaving it be or leaving it open. Just gotta make sure I'm not making my hand numb from this. Okay, give me that golden inspiration. That's good. Please give me aptitude on turf. Tramp and pulse, I'll take that. The rest are not really. I don't need hydrate, I don't need long straightways, but for the other skills, I'll take it. Those are good. Let's see if there's any good skill on the great right now. You posted, not very great, but only get better. The most important part is how comfortable you are with it. You know? At least that's what I think. As long as you're comfortable with it, it is always a good option. Anything we should grab now? Tramp Pulse is very cheap. That's good. It should help us to guarantee a better win. Meantime, behold a sketch you made around 2 to 3 years ago. Hold on. If I want to show it on stream, I have to handle the stuff a bit. Oh, actually, I can just do it like this. Give me a second. Add source, and then add image, display, no, add image. Image 2. How should I mark this? Stream? Yeah, stream. That okay for now. And then I'll make a new folder to let me know, oh, this one is to show on screen. Okay. And then save image to desktop screen. I'm still figuring out things here. Hopefully this will work. Good work. Man, OBS, while janky, definitely very useful. Ooh, that is one large image. Better resize that before I put it on screen. There we go. And translation. Well, the thing I can say first, definitely better than what I can draw. Love the hair, for sure. This hair is definitely something I still struggle with, especially the messy hair kind of part. Like, as you can see in the one I made recently, the messy part of the hair is not very good. When I draw, it's still mostly blocky type of hair. And then I like the eyes. No eyebrow? Is it like the character quirk having no eyebrow or something? But yeah, and I can also see how you're hiding the body proportion using the clothes, using baggy clothes. Man, cause yeah, I'll also do the same. I cannot draw this part, okay, I'll just hide it with other elements that make sense. But yeah, for something from 2 to 3 years ago, it is definitely very good. And I'm pretty excited on what you can, on what's, you know, your progression, especially now. If I grab the skills I need, yeah, Professor Curvature and Tramp Pulse. You don't remember, it's been 3 years. No worries on that, it's just my opinion right now. Because I'm sure you have definitely worked around it at this point. Ooh, stamina count not too good. Should be fine. Yep, she's fine. Well, if you cannot remember 3 years ago, how about now? What's your approach to, let's say, maybe not the eyebrow part, because I'm sure you must have also already forgotten why there's no eyebrow, but the clothes. But more about the clothes, like if there are parts of the drawing that you're not sure how to draw or having difficulty in, drawing, do you still cover it with a different element? Let's say, for example, hands, right? Hands. Do you put it out of the screen because you cannot make the expression that you want, or you still try to put it in? That's a good one for stamina, because that was Scarlet, the width, and also the bubbles. Nice. You'll definitely be able to draw it now, but sometimes less is better. Yeah, I get ya. We try our best. We try our best to do it right. But most of the time for me, I was like, this doesn't look right. No, I want to put it here in the drawing, but it's not right. Well, yes, I am removing it entirely. At least that's what I did. You don't want to overload the page, yeah. Keeping it simple can be pretty good too. It's what I do for my drawing anyways. I prefer to keep things flat, not too much details. Well, there are some details in certain parts, but overall, not overflowing with details. Because depending on the subject of the art and the art style and all that kind of thing, having too much details can be either good or bad. You ruin the drawing by trying too much. Yeah, it can happen. Balance is definitely important. It should be warm enough now, not too cold. Yeah. Okay, prepare your ears for a quick pop from the can. There we go. Yeah, give me a second, I need to drink a vitamin C supplement. Hopefully still not too cold to like hurt my throat or something. There's a downside drawing on paper. If you try too much on it, yeah, it'll eventually break. A factor why I don't really like drawing on normal paper. For me, when I do it like traditionally, I prefer to do it on a sketchbook. I still have my old sketchbook. I have my old one in the back. I also have a new one that I put on the side when I do my work. So it's like, oh, I need to pack this, pack that. Oh, I got an inspiration. I'll make a quick drawing on my sketchbook. Or maybe I got an idea, I write it down in the sketchbook before I transfer it to my laptop. Now that I think about it, I'm using my sketchbook more like a journal than a sketchbook. Yeah, I'm using it more like a journal than a sketchbook. Yeah, that's fine. An actual journal is pretty expensive. Ah. You're gonna need more vitamin C. Maybe also a reminder for all of you here, make sure that your intake of vitamin C is good, especially during this kind of weather, where it can be quite cold or inconsistent. Well, unless you are in the southern hemisphere, of course. But yeah, make sure to stay hydrated, keep this top up, especially on fruits. The most recent drawing, your best one so far, even though it's just a sketch. Some people commented it looks like you. Ooh. So now I'm worried whether I can share it or not. It is technically a breach of identity, eh? But yeah, again, as long as you're okay with it, then sure. Because that's the most important things these days. Consent. Alright, that training session is not too bad. Not too good actually. Last turn we are low on things. Ooh, that's a good one. But I'm out of energy. Then I'll rest. I can share any drawing and post on Discord. I see. Alright, I'll keep that in mind then. Meaning that if you post it on Discord, that means you can share it. That's a good one for speed, why not? Cool. Go for it. And maybe just a quick caution, this vitamin C supplement is rather fizzy. It's technically half soda. So I'm sorry if I leak out a burp or something. I'll try to mute when that happens, but again, apology in advance if I missed the mute. I mean, I have a dedicated mute button here in case I need to cough or something. So let's say, for example, yep, I mute there in the middle. Also, no altering posts are. What? Oh, good. It's fine. It's fine. It's not yet. It's not a. My heart stopped for a second there. We lost this race, second place, which is bad. But fortunately, this race, achieving first is not a requirement. We just need to place in top 3, so we're still fine. Okay, also note, not all drawings you post are characters, some are objects or another stuff entirely. Yeah, drawing still objects is also very good exercise, very good practice. Especially for sketching. Sketching, perspective, angles. Speaking of angles, have you seen that Fearon artwork that's going viral recently? Man, that one is funny. And also I can relates strongly regarding the angles. I wonder if you're familiar with it. If you are not, then I'll be happy to explain to you what's going on. Okay, a good one there in speed. Really need speed right now. Really lacking. You sure I can restart? Restart is good if I'm fit behind. But it's for early race though. Oh man, another good training. Another good training when my energy is low. Man. Yeah, now that I talk about it, you know what you'll post next spring. Now that I talk about it, hold on. Let me note down for myself first. How do I put note? Note to self. Let's see. Notes. I need to make a note thing. I don't have any pencil or paper to make notes of. Hold on. New text document. Stream notes. And then in the notes, art idea. Try to draw that Farron angle mean. Not so sure of Farron. Maybe I should. Farron is nice. I love the manga. I haven't made any artwork about it, so it might be a good inspiration. Maybe for tomorrow or something? Yeah, maybe tomorrow. I have a lot of time, it's Sunday. Okay, Mao Championship. Let's win this, get that 60k fan count for the for the unique skill upgrade. Third. Oh man, we are very lacking in terms of stamina. Not to mention the difficulty is also pretty high. You okay with this? Yeah. More speed or more energy? More energy, why not? We need the bubbles. Fill up the bubble, wait for it to land in power or stamina, preferably in power. Another training, guts, stamina, guts. Let's grab guts because it's increasing both speed and power. Unity Cup round 3 should be fine. Okay, I'm done. Done drinking the supplement. Okay, good. You almost want to post it now to prove that you already drowned. Well, again, it is up to you. If you like to post, sure. If you like to wait for tomorrow, sure. And now that I think about it, posting tomorrow is actually a better idea. Because as mentioned, I want to try drawing that angle tomorrow as a stream. So yeah, I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. I have things to do from morning until afternoon, and then after that I will probably make time to stream. If let's say afternoon, then probably around 2 PM GMT plus 7. Right now it is, what time is it for me? Right now it is 9:51 for me, 9:51 PM. So yeah, I guess the next step is just to do the math. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Oh well, it's fine. Okay, and with that, you level up, good. Ooh, there's a good one for power. Let's do that again. Hopefully we have a good one for speed next. Because at this point his speed is actually reacting. And charming. Ooh, there's a good one for speed. Good. Seems like the game heard my prayer. Okay, next I'm hoping for weight training. Remember, we have to train tomorrow and practice perfect. Nice. 2 buffs in one. Very late though. It would have been much preferable if we can get that during at least classic year. But well, we make do with what we have. For now, let me grab a few more skills to help us guarantee the win during Tamatsu no Miyakinen. Home strike pace is good. Railway depth and acceleration, maybe? Turbo stream can be pretty nice. Sprint corners, we are running sprint, so yeah, let's grab that. And that's enough about art. What am I doing nowadays? Yeah. Nothing much really. My usual schedule is well, before the holidays, because it's holiday right now. My usual schedule is morning, I wake up, I drop off my niece at school, and after that I do my work. Right now I'm doing an online retail, so if there's any order, I pack that up, and then in the afternoon, I send that to the drop-off. And also waiting for my niece to finish school so I can pick her up. While doing that, I'm also doing my own cooking. Morning, I usually just have oats and chocolate. Afternoon, I cook my own stuff. I usually go with a marinated chicken. It's very easy to make. I make one batch for the whole week. After that, evening, I go to the gym, work out an hour or two. Evening, dinner, and then after that, stream if I feel like streaming. If not, then maybe I'll play games and stuff. Yeah, that's my daily schedule, pretty much. But of course, as I mentioned at the start, unfortunately my business is not doing too well. Man, a lot of online fees that are eating into my profit. So it's not very sustainable, unfortunately. So I've been trying to make a new brochure to to advertise private tutoring. I wish to go back to my old job, kinda, because after around a year of doing this online retail, I kinda understand that starting my own business is not exactly what I'm good at. I'm more of a, how to put it, when I work as a teacher, I enjoyed my job very, very much. I could handle my schedule well, I enjoy interacting with my students, with my colleagues. The pay was also pretty good. Ooh, there's a lot of pink. I don't need the mile and pace chaser, but I'll take that, thank you. Never mind, those are terribles. Just a quick note, why that was terrible, and also sorry about the cough, I forgot to mute. Bakshin, the character here, is mainly a sprinter and a front runner. A sprinter and front runner, both of that aptitude is at A right now. But somehow we got the mile and pace chaser aptitude, which is not what she needs. So in a way, is suffering from success. Yeah, sorry to hear that. I thank you. But yeah, I'll probably put this online retail of mine, replan the whole thing, and reestablish it for January later, how I want to approach it. I'm thinking of changing the scheduling for packing and all that, reducing the amount of advertising, and also changing the pricing so that it's more of a side job than the main job, because yeah, I want to go back to teaching. But at the same time, as I mentioned, right now I have a responsibility to take care of my niece regarding, her going to school and also picking her up from school. So I also cannot really take a full-time job, at least for the time being. So yeah, life is very complicated for me right now. But we'll have to make do. We all have to. And this streaming, This streaming thing is a way for me to let it out, kinda think what I have in my mind, talk to people, all that kind of jazz. Ooh, there's a good one for speed. Good, we'll take that. Nice, nice. And rest. And yeah, how about you, Enix? If you are fine, if you are okay with sharing, no need to share too much. Like just a quick note on how you're doing. Are you doing okay? Doing good? Alright. Anything you're focusing on, like maybe your career or maybe your hobby, right? Dude, that's good. Full energy before summer camp. That would be useful. Now, just gonna make sure we have a lot of speed. Let's try to max out the speed during the summer camp later. We're still running pace chaser. I need to change that front runner. I forgot. Yep. Hold on, adjusting my thing. Ah, that's nice. You recently, well, relatively recently, got a new job. Important to know you're not people person, rather work myself than someone, but now you're a team leader. Yeah, I do be like that sometimes. I mean, same case with me. I also don't really consider myself, in the past at least, I don't really consider myself as a people person. I, but despite that, despite not exactly having a good social experience in my past, I still feel like, oh, I like psychology. I took that for my uni, and also I'm taking a work as teachers, which is a more social kind of job. So yeah, this despite what you think you like or you don't like, life can throw you a bone, and sometimes the bone can be very weirdly shaped. And now you have no choice but to make do with that bone. Well, the most important part is, right? Are you okay with your current situation? I would like to ask if are you happy, but at the same time, I understand psychology a little bit too much to know that no one is inherently 100% happy. So the biggest compromise we can do psychologically is that, are you okay? And I really hope that you are. If you don't, that's also fine. That's normal. Because for me right now, not exactly 100% okay, but I'm making do. Oh, oh, damn it. Right, give me a second. So it is 10 o'clock right now. It is the time when the game server reset. Or optimally it should be fine, but we press the button right when the server reset. So I have to reset the game. Give me a second. Put it on the right back and transition. There we go. Right, let me reset the game real quick. But yeah, team leader. That's definitely quite the responsibility. I definitely can only hope that you are doing okay. Maybe I hope that you can get good team members because oftentimes, you know, one person can only do a lot, especially in a team, right? As a team leader, I hope you have an easy time handling your team members. Okay, game has reset, so let me change to there. I said, wait, what happened to the YouTube chat box? Okay, good. Just error for a bit. I need water. The supplement is kind of drying out my throat right now. But yeah, since it is 10 o'clock already, I think I'll have to, yeah, I need to finish this run and then go to bed. But again, I have things to do for the morning. I forgot to mute again. Right, the problem you have is that you usually get assigned less than preferable people to lead. Yeah, that can happen. Last project, you had to wait until dead midnight to receive one draft data you're supposed to present at conference the very next day. Set up until 2 a.m. to review it and correct it because it was done in the wrong format. Yeah, that do happen. When that kind of thing happen, I usually move the deadline to be earlier. But even if we do that, some people do be like that. Well, the only thing I can say, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. I hope that whoever did that to you get their upcoming, you know? Ooh, S class this early? Damn. Okay. Ah, sorry. It kind of reminds me of, well, when I was teaching, it's not exactly my experience, but it was from the headmaster who is handling the checking, the reviewing before the exam. There's this one new employee, one new teacher who is like a fresh grad, right? They submitted their questions for the exam, for the quiz very late. So, well, they what's the best way to say it without discrediting them? Let's just say that new grad learned not to submit the quiz very late next time. So yeah, that can happen. If it's once, well, in a way it is forgivable, especially with a new grad. But as a team leader, learning from that headmaster that I mentioned, you need to set up a line, you know, let them know, okay, here's we are working with, let's aim for this kind of objective and so on. We already negotiated for an extra week on the deadline. Ooh. Damn, that's nice. So yeah. Have you also, like, you know, discussed that with your team members about it? Like, let them know, okay, you need this amount of time to review, so make sure that it is uploaded before that. And then you make an agreement with your team members. If we are late by maybe this amount, then we'll get this as a punishment. Let's say, I remember this one. I kind of forgot. There's definitely this one time, it's not with the headmaster, but more like between friends, between us teachers. There's like, I forgot which event, but definitely it's like, okay, whoever is late will have to do this, will have to donate to this, right? And we agreed together because there was an event we need to prepare in the morning, and most of the teachers that agreed to that agreement to not be late, most of them were late. So yeah, it was a very good time for reflection. How we all agreed, okay, we'll not be late about this because we have an important event, but we are still late anyway. They had no choice but to fulfill their end of the agreement, to donate to whatever. I think it was to pull the money together for like end of year gathering or something. But yeah, I'm afraid I don't really remember the exact scenario. But what I remember is that we agreed together on a certain condition. Whoever failed to meet that condition will have to, you know, do certain punishment. We made the action plan, schedule for research coming with them. They'll agree to it if an overtelling will work. Well, if you have done that, that is very wonderful. The only part you need to make sure to implement is the consequence. Because from what I have learned, that is usually the important part and also the difficult part. You know, it's like let's say for example, you have a team member. You have team member where, okay, in the first project you have all agreed on certain deadline, and that one team member was the only one who failed to fulfill that condition. And so you're like, okay, this is your first time, it is fine. We will waive the punishment, but next time don't do it again. Make sure to submit on time. But in the next project, same thing happen again, but you still feel like, okay, it's fine, it's not too major, we will waive the punishment and so on. And that is usually a very bad move to do. You have to make sure to implement the consequence from the get-go. At least psychology speaking, that should be what you do if you would like someone to be punctual. You cannot give a leeway. Unless it's understandable, of course. Like, let's say for example, oh, they fell sick, they even have the doctor's note or something, yeah, that's understandable. But if not, then the implementation of the consequence is the important part to make sure whether it happens again or not. And right now I'm thinking about what skill to grab. But yeah, the only thing I can say is, it is great that you are trying your best. It's great that you try to get everyone on the, get everyone on the same level so you can work together. And the only thing I can say is that for the consequence, have you planned about that part? If yes, have you implemented that consequence? Because usually that is the main issue. I'm not sure what skill to grab right now. I guess I'll take huge lead. Or maybe magic plus measure. Or prepare to wait finish line for duration mid-race. Actually, that's not very useful. Guess I'll just take sprinting gear. Bit unfortunate on the skill points, but again, we'll have to make do. We have to make sure that we win, because a single loss means end of the run. Last project you had was with a team of 4, excluding yourself, since you got promoted. A new team of 15 members next year. Ooh, moving out of the world, eh? Congrats, man. Yeah, again, I hope that you are at least okay with your arrangement, yeah? With your new arrangement. I understand that moving into that new arrangement can be very challenging, especially if you say that you're not exactly a people person. But yeah, I can only hope that everything will go well for you. Oh no, slow metabolism. That's bad. Actually, that's still okay. Slow metabolism, if I remember, can be cured by doing other trainings. And besides, our speed is pretty high right now. Or maybe not. Let's just rest for the time being. Oh, sleep deprived. Really? Okay, my festa. And this will be a permanent arrangement. You'll have to lead those people from now on. Aye, big responsibility. Congratulations, and I hope things will go well for you. Aye. And man, not a good train to do. We'll have to go to the infirmary. Okay, good, cute. Now for the Mile Championship. Please be good, please be good. We cannot lose now. We have a lot of speed, sufficient power and stamina, and nice. Now just gotta work on maximizing that speed before the Udon finale. Speaking of your new arrangement, do you have any plan to, get close to your team members? you know, set up a gathering or something, or like a ice-breaking event, or maybe you prefer not to do that kind of thing, because usually that kind of event can be, despite how important it can be very awkward and cringe on practice. But still, you cannot deny how important the ice-breaking event can be. Okay, more stamina, that is good. It'll certainly be interesting, you'll be able to give up. Hi. Well, since you are trusted to lead that 15 people, I must say, at least the higher ups know you'll be able to keep up with it, yeah? So just have confidence in yourself, okay? Whether the reality will be good or not, the most important thing is you try. You put your effort into it, you put your heart into it, and well, and we can only see what goes up from here. Like my business, for example. The first one was great. I did a lot of calculations to make sure everything goes well, but then the online platform implemented a lot of additional fee, which caused me having to alter the pricing, and now I cannot make any profit. So yeah, things can happen. You gotta get to know the team first. That's very important. As a team leader, you need to know about them. You don't have to show them that, how do I put it? You don't have to show the team that, oh, we are family, we are here together, we are a close-knit team. That is not exactly a very good approach nowadays, but at least know that, okay, we are a team, we work together, right? We might disagree from time to time, but know this well, I will make sure to take care of all of you properly. At least that's what I would like from my team leader, But of course, if you have different approach, that's your approach, not mine. Oh no, and also I don't think we can max out our speed here. Not good. Not good. Well, as long as the speed is good enough to win, should be fine. Okay, Ura Finale, qualifier, shouldn't be too much of a problem. There we go. The semi-final is the problem. The second last run we did, we lost in the semi-final due to RNG. So hopefully RNG will work on our side this time. I will take it. Okay, good. Runner course, nice. I think I'll get those skills. We have now skill points with 2. Strong runners. Marketing can be hard, you know that pretty well. You have diploma in that department and related, yeah. I also have marketing as my second degree, but reality and paper are just too different. And through this online retail experience, I understand it is not my strong suit at all. Not my thing. I can do all the calculations I want to make sure that it is successful, but reality hits you in the face stronger than a truck. Oh boy. No associated with current job, just happen to have it. Yeah, it do be like that most days. I think most of my friends have jobs that are not related to their degree, and it's pretty much just the reality right now. Like for example, okay, this part is what I hear from my friends, not directly related to my friends. They are someone who have a degree in like cyber security or something. They mentioned about how a lot of their friends who dabble in like software development and stuff are not doing too well right now due to the increase in vibe coding per se. How coding have been slowly replaced by AI, so they are kinda not doing too well in that department. And I'm a bit sad to hear that, you know. I got countermeasure. Yeah, I think I should grab that just in case. Yeah, countermeasure is like my insurance in case you got overtake at the end. So yeah, where was I? Right. Due to how software development have become less important. Seriously? Again? Oh man, this is hard. We lost by 3/4. So close. Okay, let me see what happened actually. Want to know. Are we losing in terms of stamina or maybe in the dueling so we need to increase more guts? Or we don't have enough speed perhaps at the end? See, I'm wondering what's going on. How did we get second? Man, losing again in the semi-final just sucks. Okay, first position, ooh. Urban is pretty fast here. But challenge, we have countermeasure to help with that. The dueling. Ah, damn, we lost. I see. We don't have enough guts for the dueling. We don't have enough guts for dueling. Oh man. This is difficult. Okay, the Showtime mode level 5 is definitely a big challenge. I'll probably try again tomorrow, but tomorrow I'll do a general fan run first so that I can generate a lot of fans for the club because the club level is dependent on the amount of fans. But with this Showtime mode, with this focus on Showtime mode, I might not be able to farm a lot of fans. I don't have enough skill to grab anything either. Well, except for Hakodate race course. Or maybe I should take Cloudy Days, why not? But yeah, as I mentioned, I'll need to go. It's 10 p.m. I need to go to sleep. I got things to do tomorrow morning. Yes, I know Sunday, but things to do means things to do. So I'll check out everything. I'll finish the claim the best reward, check the club, check the gift box, and then I'll go to bed. And it needs to be specific. The degree qualifies you as a public administration operator, but it actually includes everything about marketing, management, economics, and contracting. I see. So generally more in admin that cover several different fields. I can see that. Ooh, a 3-star in the unique. A bit unfortunate on the others though. So not exactly very useful. I think for the 3-star unique, I give it the top. But that's also a pretty good degree to have Unix, because if it covers a lot of fields, when you need to look for work, you have more opportunities to work with, you know? Unlike mine, which is psychology, which is only at bachelor level. In my country, it is recommended to have it in at least master, but I don't have that master, so yeah. But at least my English aptitude is really good. So I can work on that. If I want to, I can work on any English related job, language related job like translators, annotators, transcriptors, or tutors, teachers, all kind of thing. Which is why right now I am planning to set up time and plans to work as a private tutor. Really need the money right now. Not gonna lie. I mean, I do have my savings, still a loss, but definitely I prefer not to dig into my savings. because it's like, how do I put it? I don't know if it's just my personal mindset or whatever, but I have like two different savings, right? One is my immediate saving, where it's a money I can access easily to, fulfill my daily needs. That's where my income goes. And if I have extra, I move it to my investment saving kind of thing, where it's just a low risk investment. There's not a lot of you know nearly zero possibility of loss. Even if there's a loss, the loss will be minimal. That's what I am doing. But of course, it is again is an investment saving. I prefer not to touch that. It is for my future. If I need anything, I take it from my immediate saving. But the problem is my immediate saving is running thin. And if I want to continue my current online retail, I'm afraid I have to bear a lot of loss and dig into my investment saving, and I do not want that. So yeah, definitely not a good situation right now, and I can only hope things goes better starting from next year. And also includes accounting. I can also see that. Basically anything that relates to like administration, I can see how it covers all that kind of thing. But yeah, I think that should be all. Oh, I need to claim the quest. But yeah, after I finish claiming this quest, I'ma call it a night. Okay? Yeah, hope you have a good time here. Thank you for joining me in this stream. Yeah, a bit sorry to cut our conversation short. If you want to continue, we can always continue in Discord, or maybe tomorrow we will continue our stream. But for now, I definitely have to go to bed. Due to the holiday season, I have been sleeping really late, and that's not good. I have to go to bed early. Okay, let me transition this. Enough. Alright. So yeah, thanks again. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Wait, how do I stop for the... Okay, stop this one first.